There once was a small village, where there lived two fishermen. One who loved fishing. He looked forward to getting up every morning and taking his boat out on the water to look for fish. The other hated fishing. He dreaded having to get up every morning and load the boat with his rod and net and spend all day looking for fish. The man who loved fishing, loved it so much, he didn't even care if he caught a fish. He just loved the process of fishing, casting his rod into the water every day, looking to see where the fish might be hiding, the thrill of pulling them from the water. Because he loved it so much, he thought about it even when he wasn't fishing, which led him to catch more fish than most. The man who hated fishing spent his hours when he wasn't fishing, dreading the time when he had to fish. When he had to fish, he was daydreaming about being with his family or tending his garden, which caused him to catch much less fish than most. The man who loved to fish, over the season spent fewer days on the water fishing because he caught so many fish, and the man who hated fishing had to spend more days on the water fishing during the season because he caught so few fish. The man who hated fishing now hated it even more because it took him away from his family for too many days just to make a living. The man who loved fishing now loved it even more because something he enjoyed so much that he would do even if he never caught a fish and made him no money, now more than sustains him and his family. So frustrated, the man who hated fishing asked his wise old father what he should do. The old man responded, "Don't be a fool, you are not supposed to love work, this is why it is called work. Simply put your head down and get your work done and don't complain. Your day will be over before you know it." Not happy with this advice, he asked his mother what he should do. To which she responded, "Child, work is not your life. Focus on your family and get your work done while thinking of them and how you might make their lives better." So the man spent a season and tried to follow the advice of his parents. It left him even more unhappy than before. One day the two fishermen met on the pier. The frustrated fisherman asked the other, "How do you catch so many fish?" He answered, "Because I don't set out to catch a fish." Confused by this, the frustrated fisherman asked, "What do you mean?" The man responded, "I love being on the water, I love the act of fishing. Whether or not I catch a fish is of no concern to me. I catch fish because I don't try, I just do." The frustrated fisherman thought for a moment and allowed the man's words to sink in. In his frustration he said angrily to the happy fisherman, "Well, I hate fishing. I would do anything else, but that is all I know how to do." The happy fisherman could see the man was in pain and asked him, "What do you love to do?" Puzzled by this question, the frustrated fisherman responded, "I don't know. No one has ever asked me that before." "There must be something you love doing?" the happy fisherman asked. The frustrated man thought for a long while, and responded, "I love my family and I love my garden." "Why do you love your garden?" the man asked. The frustrated fisherman's face lit up with delight as he described his garden. "I love the feel of the dirt, I love tending the soil and helping things grow. It brings me peace," he said. The happy fisherman gladly exclaimed, "You are not meant to be a fisherman, you are meant to be a gardener. This is what you love. It is written all over your face when you speak of it." The man who was frustrated for so long that he rarely smiled was now smiling so broadly he could barely contain it. Quickly the smile left his face and he asked, "What am I to do? Every home in this village has a garden. How am I to make a living when I provide nothing that anyone couldn't do for themselves?" You must let go of your desire to control the outcome. It matters not if it is fishing, gardening, or carpentry. You must love the very act of what you do, and the natural result will be your happiness, and from that your life will change," the fisherman said. Finally the man understood and embraced the fisherman, for he imparted such simple wisdom that it changed how he saw himself. He was no longer an unhappy fisherman but rather a hopeful and happy gardener.